This clip is brought to you by VegasWinners.com. Get expert sports betting advice from some of the best handicappers in the world. Head on over to VegasWinners.com and win yourself some money.
The Observer. Quote, the situation with JBL was rectified on September 21st. It appears now that his quitting was a negotiating ploy. The two concessions made is that he'll be able to fly on the corporate jet home to New York after the SmackDown tapings. Plus, he'll get the Mick Foley Hulk Hogan special star treatment as a wrestler and get to work maybe WrestleMania this year doing a coming out of retirement match as well as SummerSlam in a featured event capacity. He'll work Tuesday nights doing TV as well as the SmackDown brand pay-per-views. He'll get to fly back immediately after SmackDown ends and the pay-per-view show ends. And he'll be able to work on the ensuing Mondays or Wednesdays at his investment banker job and only miss 1 day per week of work, which will be Tuesday. That was the major part of coming to the agreement to stay because he's apparently doing very well in his new job and didn't want to miss 2 days of work most weeks, 3 some other weeks. So I like to see a guy like this step out and do well outside of wrestling. What do you remember about this, about JBL saying, man, I gotta put my real gig first now in front of wrestling?
Well, I don't know what the situation with JBL quitting is even about in negotiating ploy. I don't remember that at all. I do remember John when John started working with an investment banking group, and the issue was, hey, he wasn't taking bumps. His back was in really, really bad shape, and he didn't need to be taking bumps anymore, and looked at life after wrestling and had an incredible opportunity. An extremely intelligent guy, especially when it comes to numbers and finance. So he wanted to take that opportunity. We wanted to utilize him in the best way that we could to utilize his positives and put him on the air and continue to use him in some way without him having to be on the road and still be able to do what he wanted to do with the investment banking. That's all it was.
So the rumor and innuendo was that JBL had given notice, and somewhere along the way he got sideways with Johnny Ace. They were having issues. What's fact and fiction of that? Did you hear about those guys maybe not getting along here in 06?
I would say that's fiction. I would say that more than anything, it was John looking at, all right, hey, I'm moving on. You know, just as I said, I think the rest of it was a bunch of rumor and innuendo and things that were made up by people that didn't know the reality of the situation.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.